Story number 2. Is suicide just a symptom of fear? Story number 2 crept its way in because there's been a lot of talk about suicide. We've seen headlines about veterans battling with suicide. They come in from overseas. They have a hard time mingling or getting back into societal norms. So some people resort to suicide. We've seen suicide in multiple cases. They're even saying that veterinarians are having a problem uh, dealing with coping with reality. Even a lot of psychologists, people who are on the front lines helping out people who are mentally challenged, and they have a lot of problems committing suicide. So suicide has been a big, well-known factor in United States culture for a long time, and people are trying to find a way to prevent it. But the thing is that is it because people are actually afraid? Then you could even get into the religious aspect of it. Are people really possessed? Could people really be possessed by some type of spirit, or is it just science? Is it all science? So you'll probably see a lot of attention homed in on the suicide debate, on why people commit suicide. Could it be because of one bad incident, one bad relationship? I was reading some information about Vincent Van Gogh, an artist from about, I think he was from way before our time, before the I think it's probably had to be I forget what Vincent Van Gogh's time frame, but he committed suicide because there was lack of attention on his artwork, and when he passed away, his artwork actually started selling. So you'll see a lot of stories like this starting to surface, even about entertainers. You've seen a lot of entertainers over the years resort to suicide. So we've seen it with Robin Williams. We've seen a lot of people just have a problem coping with reality, and that's why story number 2 surfaced in, because there's a lot of key people, key ranking, and people who are high on the total pole when it comes to qualifications, who debate and contemplate suicide on a day-to-day basis, and they probably never say it. Never tell people. Some of them never tell people about it, and some of them seek help when it's too late. And even I know we remember Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, very big figure in Hollywood, faced depression, faced off with mental health issues, and she finally overdid it with the pills. So you see this happening all the time in the news, and it affects everyone when you battle with the voices, and they're starting to figure out, science is starting to intervene and figure out where these voices come from. That's why story number 2 is a hot topic, because nobody really knows why people contemplate killing themselves. There's a lot of debate, but a lot of it could be because of fear. Trying to weigh the outcome of the consequences of maybe something you did in your life. If you go into the religious aspect, they'll say it's because of sin. So there's all different fashions of why people commit suicide. Some people just get lonely. They can't face with reality. They may lose a loved one, somebody that's well connected to them. So suicide prevention is, and there's a story that made it in. Some people say, well, there's some study that finds that optimism is the key to living longer, according to a study. So could people just be a little bit more pessimistic than what they used to be? So maybe we need to be a little bit more optimistic. It could be what we're watching too. You don't know why people all of a sudden decide that they just don't want to be here anymore. But story number 2, I don't see it sticking around. I see it sticking around for the medical side of it. Maybe a topic of discussion, but it crept its way in because there's been a rise in some cases of suicide, and there's been a lot of people who are just can't face or cope with reality. I say you live life, and you try to enjoy every moment and appreciate every moment, and just be thankful you get a chance to be on this planet. You'll live a long life of longevity. Find something to do, stay occupied. Shouldn't be that much of a problem, but we do have to face our own demons, and I think that's why story number 2 is important. You're the Mediator, me, Brian West, who is my duty every week to give you the top 8 headlines developing news stories. If you want to be a contributor, help out in any way, And just visit www.method8inc.com, method80.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something. Or if you want, you can just sponsor a program. Every little bit counts. And I always try to tell my audience that I'm just the mediator, the news journalist. The news journalists, people on the front lines deserve all the credit. I just navigate the news, finding the stories that are most important, giving you the details. So if you want to be a part, figure out what stories almost made it in, what stories didn't, you can go to the website, and if you want to help out, that's www.method8inc.com, method80.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something. Or if you want to do something more, you can just sponsor a program.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.